buy the coffee that you like the best, even though the silence is my only guest. I find myself walking on your side of the street, looking for a shadow or a heart that still beats. I kept the calendar marked for the month of June, but the sun went down way too soon. They say that always is a dangerous word, the prettiest lie that I've ever heard. I built my world on the shift of your sand. Now I'm holding a map of a vanished land. I didn't have a plan B, I didn't have a doubt. I never learned the way to live without. And every clock on the wall is a taunt, reminding me of the ghosts that I haunt. I wasn't looking for a season or a phase, I was looking for the end of my days. I wanted you forever, not just for a while. I wanted the silver hair and the weathered smile. I had a vision of us sitting on the porch in the gray, watching the decades just drifting away. But forever got cut down to a moment in time, a permanent sentence for a nameless crime. I didn't want a memory, I didn't want a spark. I wanted you forever, but I'm left in the dark. The closet is half empty, the air is half cold. I'm reading the stories that'll never be told, about the trips we didn't take and the house we didn't buy, about the hello that turned into a goodbye. I'm a bride to a promise that you couldn't keep. Now I'm sowing the fields that I'll never reap. And every clock on the wall is a taunt, reminding me of the ghosts that I haunt. I wasn't looking for a season or a phase, I was looking for the end of my days. I wanted you forever, not just for a while. I wanted the silver hair and the weathered smile. I had a vision of us sitting on the porch in the gray, watching the decades just drifting away. But forever got cut down to a moment in time, a permanent sentence for a nameless crime. I didn't want a memory, I didn't want a spark. I wanted you forever, but I'm left in the dark. Was I too much, or was I not enough? Did you get tired of the forever stuff? Because I'm standing here with a lifetime to spend and nowhere to put it. Now that we're at the end, you gave me a glimpse of the light, then you handed me over to the night. I wanted you forever, not just for a while. I wanted the wrinkles and the old-fashioned smile, but forever got cut down to a moment in time, a permanent sentence for a nameless crime. I didn't want a memory, I didn't want a spark. I wanted you forever, but I'm left in the dark. I had 70 years all planned out in my head. Now I'm just counting the seconds instead. Forever, you were my forever. Now forever is just a word I'm afraid to say. I've stopped checking the driveway for the ghost of your car. I've stopped reaching for the phone to tell you how things are. The dinner plates are stacked, but I only need the one. I'm learning how to breathe again now that we are done. I used to fear the quiet, used to drown it out with noise, with the static of your laughter voice. But now the walls are white again, stripped of every frame, and the air no longer shivers when I whisper out your name. There's no one left to argue with, no one left to please. No more walking on the glass or crawling on my knees. The storm has finally passed me by, the clouds have turned to gray, and the only thing that's left is what you couldn't take away. Now it's just me in silence, sitting in the dark, watching for a fire where there isn't even a spark. It's a heavy kind of freedom, it's a cold and lonely grace to look around and find there isn't a trace of your face. I'm finally finding out who I'm supposed to be in this quiet little kingdom, just the silence in me. I made the bed this morning and it stayed that way all day. I didn't have to hide the parts of me that get in the way. The clock on the mantle is the only heart I hear. It's steady and it's rhythmic and it's finally crystal clear. I'm not waiting for a footstep, I'm not bracing for a lie. I'm just watching how the evening stars crawl across the sky. It's lonely, yeah, it's lonely like a desert after rain, but there's a holy kind of healing in the absence of the pain. Sometimes the silence screams, sometimes it sings a song about how I let you stay in my head for way too long. But the volume's turning down now, the echoes start to fade. I'm making friends with all the shadows that you once made. Now it's just me in silence, sitting in the dark, watching for a fire where there isn't even a spark. It's a heavy kind of freedom, it's a cold and lonely grace to look around and find there isn't a trace of your face. I'm finally finding out who I'm supposed to be in this quiet little kingdom, just the silence in me. No more static, no more weight, just the hum of the world, and the hour is getting late. Me and the silence, we're doing just fine. It wasn't a crash or a sudden flame. It wasn't the day you forgot my name. It was the way you started reaching for my hand in the car, the way you looked at me like I was a distant star. One day the I love yous felt a little bit thin, like a house that was rotting from the deep within. I watched the porch light flicker and finally die. We didn't even have the energy left to cry. It's the quietish kind of violent, when a heart begins to rust, watching a diamond turn back into dust. I didn't lose you all at once, in a moment of heat. I lost you in inches, in a slow retreat. A little less laughter, till I didn't recognize the look on your face. It was a leak in the roof, it was a ghost in the hall. Watch the atom of us begin to fall. By the time you walked out and the door made a sound, I've been mourning a man who was already gone. Yeah, I lost you slowly. I started making dinner for one in my head before you even moved to the edge of the bed. We were two different shores and the tide was coming in. I was losing the battle before I could begin. You were checking your watch while I was checking your soul, trying to fill up a bottomless hole. You were there in the kitchen, you were there on the rug, but I was holding a shell that a man I could hold. In a moment of heat, I lost you in inches in a slow retreat. A little less laughter, a little more space, until I didn't recognize the look on your face. It was a leap in the roof, it was a ghost in the hall. Watch the atom of us begin to fall. By the time you walked out and the door made a sound, I'd been mourning a man who was already gone. Yeah, I lost you slowly. I was just the last one to know. I didn't lose you all at once. I lost you in inches in a slow retreat. A little less laughter, a little more space, until I didn't recognize the look on your face. It was a leak in the roof, it was a ghost in the hall. I watched the atom of us begin to fall. By the time you walked out and the door made a sound, I've been mourning a man who was already gone. One day at a time, 1 inch at a time, I watched you go until there was no way left to go. I lost you slowly. The traffic light turned amber into a bleeding red. I saw your silhouette moving just a few steps ahead. The same old leather jacket, the way you tilt your head. 1,000 things I wanted to say, but they stayed in my lungs instead. I froze against the brick wall. The city pulse went thin, waiting for that flicker, for the urge to let me back in. But your eyes stay fixed on the horizon line, like you never spent a single night with your hand in mine. I was a landmark you'd forgotten, a page you'd already turned, just a bridge in the distance that you'd already burned. And you walked past me like I was made of glass, just a shadow in the current as the strangers pass. No hello, no how are you, not even a glance my way. You treated our whole history like a debt you didn't have to pay. I'm standing in the wreckage of a love you don't even see. Oh, it's the loudest silence, the way you walk past me. The snow, the rain on the concrete, and the salt behind my eyes, watching you disappear without even the grace of a goodbye. Did you practice that expression, that cold indifferent stare? Or did you truly erase me until there was nothing left there? I'm a ghost in your peripheral, a memory out of breath, while you walking toward a future that looks nothing like the past we left. I wanted to scream your name until the building shook, to force you to remember with just one single look. But the hardest part of losing you isn't that you're gone, it's realizing that for you the world just kept moving on. And you walked past me like I was made of glass, just a shadow in the current as a stranger's past. No hello, no how are you, not even a glance my way. You treated our whole history like a debt you didn't have to pay. I'm still in the wreckage of a love you don't even see. No, it's the loudest silence, the way you walk past me. The crowd filled in the spaces where you used to be. Now I'm just another face that you no longer need to see. You walked past me like I was never there, like we were never. I kept the movie stars from the night we didn't go. I held the secrets that I thought you'd wanna know. I mapped a life inside the quiet of my room, thinking every shadow was a flower about to bloom. I waited for the spark to catch, I waited for the sign. I spent 1,000 midnights trying to make the stars align, but the ink stayed wet on every page, and the bird just stayed inside the cage. I was building castles in the sand while the tide was coming for my hand. Oh, we had the fire, but we didn't have the flame. I was shouting forever, but you only knew my name. We were a beautiful story that no one ever read. 1,000 I loves that we left inside our heads. I gave you my heart and you didn't say it was through, but the version of us, love never came true. Your ghost is in the kitchen, but your heart was never there. I'm breathing in the silence of the things we didn't share. You were maybe in a world of definitely. I was just someone while you were, we'll see. I'm folding up the dreams that could hold with a cold, drowning in a hurt but full of paper thin bolts. Yeah, the ink stayed wet on every page, and the bird just stayed inside the cage. I was building castles in the sand while the tide was coming for my head. Oh, we had the fire, but we didn't have the flame. I was shouting forever, but you only know my name. We were a beautiful story that no one ever read. 1,000 I love yous that we left inside our heads. I gave you my heart and you didn't say it was through, but the version of us, love never came true. Was I just a placeholder? Was I just a phase, a temporary light in your lonely, lonely maze? I would have burned the world to keep you warm. I would have been the calm inside your storm, and you didn't want the shelter, you didn't want the view. You just wanted someone, and I wanted you. We had the fire, but we didn't have the flame. I'm still shouting forever while you're forgetting my name. We were a beautiful story that no one ever read. 1,000 I love yous that we left inside our heads. I gave you my heart and you let it turn blue. Because for us, love never came true. The movie's over, the lights are up, the ink is dry, and love never came true. We started with a spark, a little flicker in the dark, just a gentle and a walk through the park. But then the winds began to blow, and the fire grew too tall. We built a giant monument just to watch it fall. I gave you every secret, I gave you every key, until there wasn't any oxygen left inside of me. They say that more is better, that devotion is a price, but I saw the reflection of a stranger in your eyes. We crossed the border into something we couldn't control, a beautiful obsession that started eating at my soul. Love went too far this time. It climbed the highest mountain just to lose the line. We pushed until we broke, we pulled until we bled. Now I'm sleeping in the wreckage of the things we never said. It wasn't just a ripple, it was a tidal wave. Now I'm digging out the pieces from a shallow grave. We didn't know when to stop, we didn't see the scar. God help us both. Love went too far. sweater to cover the chill in my bones, listening to the silence of a house full of dial tones. On the outside, I'm steady, I'm walking the line, telling the neighbors that I'm doing just fine. But there's a storm in the cellar, a leak in the roof, and my spirit is shaking, though I've got no proof. You didn't raise a hand, you didn't leave a mark, but you systematically turned out every light in the dark. It's a quiet destruction, a slow motion crash, turning my confidence into a pile of ash. I'm a map of a city that's been burned from within, trying to figure out where me ends and you begin. Oh, you hurt me inside where the medicine can't reach, like a poison in the water, like a salt on the beach. You broke the parts of me that nobody else could see. The secret, sacred places where I used to be free. It's a deep tissue hollow, a soul ever divide. God, it's so lonely how you hurt me inside. I look in the mirror and I see a ghost in my skin, wondering how the hell I let the hollow get in. Used your words like a scalpel, precise and so cold, cutting away at the stories I used to be told. I'm a library of whispers, a shelf of broken glass, watching the 2020 swing, seeing it settle and pass. I'm breathing, I'm eating, I'm moving through the day, but the me that I liked has been withered away. I'd rather have a bruise I could show to the world than this flag of surrender that's forever unfurled. You reached into my chest and you muffled the standing by the window where the morning light is thin, tracing patterns on the places where your ghost has been. You didn't leave a mark that any doctor's eye could see, but there's a heavy purple silence deep inside of me. I poured a glass of water just to feel the coldness bite, anything to wake me from the fever of last night. You promised me a garden, but you only brought the thorn. Now I'm blooming in the colors of a heart that's been outworn. It's the kind of ache that changes color with the days, from the angry red of passion to a faded yellow haze. I'm a map of every maybe and a record of the no, carrying the shadows that you wouldn't let me go. Oh, the left bruises that the makeup cannot hide, they're blooming like the pansies on the darker side of pride. You didn't have to touch me to leave me black and blue. I'm just a living archive of the things I did for you. Every I'm sorry was a blow I didn't see, until love left bruises all over me. And neighbors think I'm glowing, that I found a brand new light, but they don't see the gravity that pulls me every night. I'm walking like I'm fragile, like I'm made of ancient glass, bracing for the impact of the strangers as they pass. You used your words like hammers and your silence like a wall, building up a monument just to watch me finally fall. Now the quiet is a pressure and the ceiling's coming down in this lonely little kingdom where I'm forced to wear the crown. Oh, they say that time is healing, that the colors start to fade, but I'm still living in the climate of the choices that we made. I'd rather have the scars than have the nothingness instead, 'cause at least the pain is proof of every single thing you said. You didn't have to touch me to leave me black and blue. I'm just a living archive of the things I did for you. Every I'm sorry was a blow I didn't see, until love left bruises all over me. of the sound of rain against the window pane. Now it's just a steady rhythm driving me insane. The house is full of echoes where the quiet used to be. Since you broke the sanctuary deep inside of me, I look into the garden, but the flowers look like weeds. I'm harvesting the hollow crop of all your selfish deeds. My mind was once a temple, now the pillars are all torn. I'm waking up to battles in the middle of the morning. I'm checking every lock, but the thief is in my head. I'm sleeping in the wreckage of the things you never said. You didn't just take your clothes and the keys to the front door. You took the version of myself that wasn't always keeping score. Oh, you took my peace. You stole the calm right out the air. You left me with a static soul and 1,000-yard stare. I'm a storm inside a bottle, I'm a bird that's lost the sky, searching for a reason in the hello and goodbye. The world is spinning louder and the static won't increase. Ever since the moment that you took my peace. I try to find the silence in a cup of chamomile, but I'm bracing for a shadow, for a blow I cannot feel. You turn my intuition into a frantic broken wing. Now I'm terrified of every little pain and every ring. I used to be a river, now I'm just a jagged stone, learning how to tremble in a house I call my own. Is this what you wanted, to leave me so unstrung, with the taste of bitter iron sitting heavy on my tongue? Give me back the stillness, give me back the night, give me back the version of me that didn't have to fight. You walked away so lightly, like you didn't leave a scar, while I'm still navigating by a falling, dying star. Oh, you took my peace. You stole the calm right out the air. You left me with a static soul and 1,000-yard stare. I'm a storm inside a bottle, I'm a bird that's lost the sky, searching for a reason in the hello and goodbye. The world is spinning louder and the static won't increase. Ever since the moment that you took my peace. Now the silence is a weapon and the dark is just a cage. I'm trying to find the ending to this loud and lonely page. You took my peace. I just wanna be still again. I'm staring at the calendar, the pages turn to rust. Everything we promised has been gathered into dust. We were building a cathedral, we forgot the floor. Now I'm just a stranger standing outside of your door. I used to know your heartbeat like a song I wrote myself. Now your picture's just a relic on a high and lonely shelf. We had a million minutes and we spent them like they're free, never thinking there'd be limits on the you and on the me. The sun went down so quietly I didn't feel the chill. I thought we had a lifetime until the world stood still. Now I'm reaching reaching for a Tuesday that was 3 long years ago, when the fire was still burning and the ice began to grow. Our time slipped away like water through a sieve. With so many apologies we forgot how to give. I was looking at the future while you were looking back, until the train we were riding simply ran out of track. Now I'm standing at the station, watching ghosts in the gray, just wondering how our time slipped away. Yeah, it all just slipped away. Coffee's getting bitter in a cup for only one. I'm measuring the damage of the things we haven't done. We said we'll do it later, we said tomorrow's fine, but tomorrow is a desert where the sun refused to shine. Now the silence is a mountain and the distance is a sea, and there isn't any map to lead you back again to me. I'm a clock without a battery, a season out of place, just a memory of a smile on a very tired face. If I could grab the seconds, I would tie them in a knot. I cherish every argument and every battle fought, because even the unhappy was better than this void, better than the emptiness of a love we both destroyed. Oh, our time slipped away like water through a sea. With so many apologies we forgot how to give. I was looking at the future while you were looking back, until the train we were riding simply ran out of track. Now I'm standing at the station, watching ghosts in the gray, just wondering how our time slipped away. The hourglass is empty, the shadows hit the floor. I'm not waiting for your shadow in the hallway anymore. It's 2026 and I'm still lost in yesterday, watching how our time just slipped away. I felt it in the way you stopped asking, how was your day? Like it mattered at all in the space where your hand used to find me. Now your fingers don't reach when I fall. You smile, but your eyes stayed somewhere else, like you were already halfway gone. And I kept pretending I couldn't tell, but my heart knew something was wrong. It wasn't one fight, it wasn't one word, it was the quiet change I never heard. Until the break, before it breaks, like glass that's cracking under fate. I hear the goodbye in every pause. I see the end and how you lost the way you looked at me like home. Now I'm here and I'm still alone. Tell me I'm wrong, say I'm just afraid, but I feel the break before it breaks. I noticed you started saying maybe what you used to say, we'll make it through. You stopped making plans past the weekend, like tomorrow didn't include me and you. And I held on tighter, got quieter, tried to be easy to love, but love shouldn't feel like begging for a little bit of enough. I keep my voice soft, I keep my tears in, like if I'm perfect you won't leave again. But you've already begun. I feel the break before it breaks, like glass that's cracking under fate. I hear the goodbye in every pause, I see the end and how you lost the way you looked to me like home. Now I'm here and I'm still alone. Tell me I'm wrong, say I'm just afraid, but I feel the break before it breaks. And maybe it's just my heart trying to protect itself from pain, reading storms and little changes, learning loss before the rain. But I swear I feel you leaving in the way you hold me less, like your arms are just a doorway and I'm standing on the steps. I feel the break before it breaks, like love is running out of space. I'm holding on to what we were while you're slipping in a hurrah, into nothing, in a free, into a life that isn't me. Say you'll stay, don't let it fade. But I feel the break, yeah, I feel the break before it breaks. This is ending, don't be kind, just be honest and let me find the strength to walk away. Don't promise me forever, just promise me tonight. Stay with me in silence till my shaking calms down, right? I'm tired of being strong, tired of swallowing pain, tired of acting normal while I'm drowning in the same. Your coat is by the doorway, like you might run away, and my heart keeps begging softly for one more reason to stay. I don't need perfect, I don't need safe, I just need you here while I fall apart this way. Stay until I break, until the walls I built collapse. Hold me through the aftershock, don't let me face it last. If you're leaving anyway, don't leave me mid-air. Stay until I break, at least show you care. I can read it in your eyes, you've been halfway out, speaking in small answers, living in your doubt. You say it's complicated, like I don't feel the end, like I can hear the distance in a way you don't defend what we used to be, back when you fought for us, back when I'm tired, didn't mean you'd given up. I keep my voice low, like begging is a sin, but losing you is worse than how it makes me feel. waste it last. If you're leaving anyway, don't leave me midair. Stay until I break, at least show you care. I'm not asking you to save me, I'm not asking you to stay forever. I'm just asking for the mercy of an ending we can weather. Don't turn cold, don't turn cruel, don't make love a stranger's rule. If I'm gonna lose you, let me lose you in your arms, not in a sentence, not in silence. Don't disappear. Stay until I break, until my hands stop reaching out. Tell me the truth, don't let me guess. Don't leave me full of doubt. If you're leaving anyway, don't leave me mid-prayer. Stay until I break, then go if you must, but stay until I When the door closes, I'll learn to breathe. But right now, stay, even if it's just for me. The room is full of quiet, but it's screaming loud. Your shadow on the doorway never turns around. I keep my phone face down, so hoping it will light. Like once more, I miss you, could fix this night. Your side of the closet is a hollow space where all my tomorrows used to have your face. And I'm trying to breathe like I'm not breaking whole, but I'm only alive on the edge of control. You said you needed time, like time won't kill. Like I can just unfeel what I still feel. Don't leave my soul, don't let it learn to live without you. Don't turn our love into a ghost that haunts the corners of this room. If you're gonna go, take the pain, take the nights, take it all, but don't leave my soul. Don't leave my soul. I watched the rain write letters down the window glass, spelling out the moments that we couldn't last. I replay your goodbye line like a prayer gone wrong. Like the last thing you said is my saddest song. My friends say you're strong, but they don't see how I fall apart when it's just me. I smile in public, then I lose control, 'cause I'm holding my heart with a hole in it. I keep your name like a loaded sound. One whisper and I'm back on the ground. Don't leave my soul, don't let it learn to live without you. Don't turn our love into a ghost that haunts the corners of this room. Maybe I'm selfish, maybe I'm scared, but loving you was the only place I was spared from the noise, from the cold, from the world outside. Now I'm standing in the wreck where we used to hide. If you ever love me, don't let me drown. Don't let your memory be what takes me down. Say something honest, say something real. Even goodbye is better than nothing to feel. Don't leave my soul, don't let it fade in the dark without you. Don't make my heart carry this alone, like I was never your home. If you're gonna go, take the tears, take the whole, take it all, but don't leave my soul. Don't leave my soul. I can lose the us, I can lose the plans we used to hold, but I can't lose a part of me you stole. So if you're walking out that door, please don't leave my soul. I still know the sound of your morning breath, like the world was safe before you left. Your cup on the counter, my keys in my hand. I walk out the door like I understand, but the hallway echoes where you used to be, and I keep expecting you to run to me. With my brave face, I do what I do, but every small thing pulls me back to you. I tell myself it's over, be strong. Then the night comes and proves me wrong, 'cause I still need you. Not the idea, not the past, the real you. I still reach for your name in the dark, like you never tore my world apart. And I hate that I miss what hurt me too, but love don't stop when people do. So if you're listening somewhere you can't see, I still need you. Yeah, I still need you. I try to erase you, try to rearrange, but the hardest habits it won't exchange. I pass by all places, I hold my breath, like the air might bring you back again. Friends say move on, like it's just a switch, but I'm stuck in the middle of what we were. I'm learning new ways to say I'm fine, with a shaking voice and a straight line smile. I count the hours, I count the days, but missing you never fades, 'cause I still need you. Not the idea, not the past, the real you. I still reach for your name in the dark, like you never tore my world apart. And I hate that I miss what hurt me too, but love don't stop when people do. So if you're listening somewhere you can't see, I still need you. Yeah, I still need you. Maybe I'm weak, maybe I'm proud, maybe I'm just too honest now, 'cause I remember the way you looked at me, like I was home, like I was everything. And even if you don't come back, even if we can't undo the cracks, tell me the truth, don't let me guess. Did you ever need me like this? 'Cause I still need you in the quiet, in the crowd, and what we I'll stop calling someday, but not tonight. I still need you. Packed my pride in cardboard boxes, told myself I'd be okay. Changed my number, changed my city, still your echo wouldn't fade. I learned to smile in crowded places, learned to talk like nothing's wrong, but the quiet always finds me, and it feels like you're still gone. They said at least you try, like trying means you win. But love can be a fire that leaves the house still standing. 'Cause I still lost everything, even when I didn't lose my name. I still break in little ways when someone says you never change. I gave you all the best of me, you left with it, you left it thin. So tell me what you call surviving when I'm breathing, but I still lost everything. Our photos in a folder, I swear I never opened now, but my fingers know the pathway, like a habit I allow. I hear you laughing, strangers' voices, I see your eyes in passing cars, and every new beginning still begins with where you are. I thought but time just taught me how to carry what I can't forgive and not ask why. 'Cause I still lost everything, even when I didn't lose my name. I still break in little ways when someone says you never change. I gave you all the best of me, you left with it, you left it thin. So tell me what you call surviving when I'm breathing, but I still lost everything. I lost my favorite parts of life, the easy trust, the honest I'm alright. I lost the girl who danced in kitchens, who didn't double check the signs. Now love feels like a loaded question, a door I don't walk through the same. And I hate that you get to move on while I'm still stuck in your name. 'Cause I still lost everything, even when I didn't lose my name. I still wake up reaching out there, remember you don't stay. I gave you all the best of me, you left with it, you left it then. So tell me what you call surviving when my heart can't find its rhythm, when the world keeps spinning, but I still lost everything. I didn't lose my life, but I lost the way it felt. I smile like nothing happened, like I'm stronger than I feel. I laugh at all the right times, hide the parts that aren't healed. I keep my hands busy, keep my heart on you, but the second the door closes, I fall back into you. They ask me how I'm doing, I say I'm fine and I move on. But fine is just a cover for the nights that feel too alone. I cry when alone, when nobody's watching me break. I cry when alone, 'cause I'm tired of being brave. I hold it together all day, then I shatter when it's quiet at home. Yeah, I'm okay in the daylight, but I cry when I still sleep on your side sometimes, just to feel something close. I still read our old messages like they'll explain what I don't know. I try to hate you, but my heart won't cooperate. It keeps remembering the good parts, like the bad ones weren't that great. I keep your name behind my teeth, like saying it would make me weak, but missing you is louder when I don't have to speak. I cry when alone, when nobody's watching me break. I cry when alone, 'cause I'm tired of being brave. I hold it together all day, then I shatter when it's quiet at home. Yeah, I'm okay in the daylight, but I cry when alone. And I hate how I can't erase you, like you're written in my skin. I hate how love can feel like heaven, then turn into a place you can't live in. If you ever miss me, if you ever feel the cost, no, I didn't lose you quickly. I lost you little by little, then all at once. I cry when alone, like the tears have waited all day. I cry when alone, 'cause my heart doesn't know another way. Yeah, I'm learning how to breathe without you, but it still feels like choking on a ghost. Yeah, I'm okay in the daylight. Tomorrow I'll smile again, I know, but tonight I cry alone. The sky is clear, but I'm still drowning, smiling back when they ask you okay. I walk through crowds like I'm not breaking, like my heart didn't change its shape. Your name is stuck behind my breathing, a quiet ache I can't outgrow. I left the house to feel less lonely, but I brought the storm wherever I go. 'Cause it's strange how I look so fine when I'm falling apart inside. There's rain falling inside me, even when the sun won't leave. Every life feels like a cover, every I'm good is make-believe. I hold it in till I'm shaking, then I crack when I'm alone. Yeah, there's rain falling inside me, and it won't stop since you've been gone. try to hate you, try to numb it, try to call it just a phase. But love doesn't die when it should, it just turns into heavier days. And I'm tired of pretending I'm strong when everything in me is wrong. There's rain falling inside me, even when the sun won't leave. Every laugh feels like a cover, every I'm good is make-believe. I hold it in till I'm shaking, then I crack when I'm alone. Yeah, there's rain falling inside me, and it won't stop since you've been gone. If you could see me in the quiet, you'd know I'm not okay. I'm just surviving through the daylight, while my nights will say your name. And I hate how I still miss you, even after all the pain. Like my heart is in some weather, and you're leaving made it rain. There's rain falling inside me, and I can't hold back blood. I keep wishing you would come back and mean it like you said you would. But the door stays closed, the world moves on, and I'm learning to let go. Still there's rain falling inside me, and it's raining down to my soul. There's rain falling inside me, and it's raining down to my soul. The sky is clear, but I'm still raining. We used to fix things with a midnight talk, bare feet on the floor, slow heartbreak walks. But lately you'd sigh and look away, like my words were rain, you couldn't stay. I held our memories up like proof, you shrugged like they didn't belong to you. And I kept showing up day after day, while you quietly learned how to slip away. I asked, are we okay? You said, we're fine. But your eyes were already saying goodbye. Love didn't fight, it just got tired and went quiet. You let the distance grow between our hands, like losing me was always part of the plan. I would've bled for us, I would've tried, but you watched our forever die. And that's the worst kind of truth to live. Love didn't fight, love didn't fight. I noticed a change in the smallest things. No good morning, no warmth in your wings. You stopped saying us like it felt too heavy, like loving me stopped being steady. I tried new dresses, softer tones, I tried giving you space, I tried letting it go. But I was the only one building the bridge, and you were already burning it. Every time I reached, you pulled back more, and I kept knocking on a closing door. Love didn't fight, it just got tired and went quiet. You let the distance grow between our hands, like losing me was always part of the plan. I would've bled for us, I would've tried, but you watched our forever die. And that's the worst kind of truth to live. stuck here learning what it means to be almost kept. Love didn't fight, it just surrendered in the silence. You turned your back on all our plans. Let me drown while you stayed dry. I would have stayed, I would have tried, but you let our story die. And that's the worst kind of truth to live. Love didn't fight, love didn't fight. Holding what's left of me, wondering why I fought alone, while love just let me go. I used to laugh like nothing could break me, walk through the world like it couldn't shake me. Then you came in soft like a harmless storm, and I let you in where I kept myself warm. I gave you my trust like it wasn't a cost, like hearts don't crack, like people don't get lost. Now I'm standing here trying not to fall, but you were the hardest habit of all. I told myself I'd never beg. Now I'm counting reasons not to taste. Love made me weak, made me stay too long, made excuses for your careless wrongs. I wore your silence like it was mine, called it patience, called it we'll be fine. Love made me hope when I should have seen you were letting go in between. And I hate that it's true, but I'm not the same. Love made me weak, and I'm the one to blame. I became the girl who waits by the phone, who smiles in public then cries at home. I learned your moves like weather reports, trying to save us with patchwork hope. I swallowed my pride just to keep you near, held back my tears so you wouldn't fear the mess you made in my chest. While you slept easy, I couldn't rest. I kept forgiving every sky, I kept forgiving every scar. Like love was supposed to hurt this hard. Love made me weak, made me stay too long, made excuses for your careless wrongs. I wore your silence like it was mine, called it patience, called it we'll be fine. Love made me hope when I should have seen you were letting go in between. And I hate that it's true, but I'm not the same. Love made me weak, and I'm the one to blame. I used to know my worth, I swear, but you love me in half-truths, halfway there. You pull me close, then push me away, and I chase your love like a debt to pay. Now I flinch at kindness, question calm, hold my heart like it's under alarm. You didn't break me in one goodbye, you broke me slow, and I don't know why. Love made me weak, but it opened my eyes to the kind of hurt that looks like a lie. I won't mistake pain for proof again. I won't call losing myself being in love again. But tonight I'm still learning how to breathe, how to stand in a space where you used to be. And I hate that it's true, but I'm not the same. Love made me weak, and I survived the shame. Love made me weak, but it won't keep me there. I used to trust the morning light, used to breathe like I was fine. But now I wake up already tired, like my heart stayed up all night. Your name is everywhere I go, in streetlight songs and closing doors. And I keep walking like I'm okay, while I'm breaking more and more. They say you heal like it's guaranteed, but they don't live inside of me. I'll never feel the same again, not after you, not after them. I'll never feel safe in somebody's hands the way I did when you said I can. Now love sounds like a warning sign, and hope feels like a wasted try. I'll never feel the way I felt when you were mine. I try to smile in crowded places, try to laugh, try to be brave, but every touch feels like a question, and every promise feels too late. I measure words, I second guess, I hold my breath through tenderness, 'cause I remember how you changed, how forever ended like a game. I don't hate, but I hate the cost of loving you and being lost. I'll never feel the same again, not after you, not after them. I'll never feel safe in somebody's hands the way I did when you said I can. Now love sounds like a warning sign, and hope feels like a wasted try. I'll never feel the way I felt when you were mine. Maybe time will soften edges, maybe I'll learn how to breathe, but there's a part of me that vanished when you stopped choosing me. Now I'm learning how to hold myself when nights get cold and long. But even in a room full of love, something in me stays calm.